The girlfriend told me she'd been bonded to a system. It let her see a demand index for how much everyone around her needed her. At first, her eyes had gone red with tears. Your number's only 30. Does that mean you don't love me? Not needing you doesn't mean I don't love you, I told her. After that, she started holding an umbrella for her male assistant on rainy days and driving out of her way to take him home. When I asked why, she brushed it off. Don't overthink it. His number was just high, so I figured he needed the help. Then I came down with a fever and took to my bed, and she chose to go shopping with him instead. Your number's low, but his side is more urgent. Let me finish helping him first, then I'll come look after you. She shut the door behind her. I closed my eyes for a moment, then picked up my phone. Mom, I'm coming home alone this new year. I didn't know how long I'd been asleep. Thirst finally woke me. I heard the fingerprint lock click open behind me, but I didn't turn around. Kimberly Nickel came in wearing house slippers and stopped a few feet behind me. How are you feeling? You didn't answer any of my texts. I said nothing. She stepped closer and reached for my forehead, but I caught the sharp, woodsy scent of Gary Yock's cologne clinging to her and turned my face away. Her hand dropped. Right, she said coolly. With a number like yours, what could possibly be wrong? Her eyes drifted upward, hovering somewhere above my head again. My throat felt raw. Can't you just turn my number off? Can't you look at me just once without it? She'd told me once that the system could be switched off. Kimberly didn't answer. She set a bag on the coffee table. Something for the fever. Use it. I crouched beside the table, my hands shaking slightly as I worked at the knot. Then she added, Gary got it for you. He heard you weren't feeling well and picked it up on the way. Be nicer to him. He's a good kid and he barely started working. Inside were ibuprofen, cold medicine, cooling patches, and 2 slips of paper. One was a pharmacy receipt. The other was a purchase confirmation for an expensive custom-tailored suit, paid for at 4:24 that afternoon. I stared at it for 2 seconds, tucked it back under the medicine, and pressed a cooling patch to my forehead. Then I got up. I'm tired tonight. Sleep in the guest room. I closed the bedroom door before she could answer. Later, her phone rang in the living room. Kimberly answered in a low voice, soft laughter slipping between her words, and then the sound moved toward the door. A moment later, the latch clicked shut. My phone buzzed once beneath the pillow. I didn't look at it. By the next day, my fever had broken, though my throat still hurt. The message I'd ignored the night before was from my mother. Kim's not coming home with you? Is she busy? Her voice caught before lifting again, trying to sound light. That's all right. Busy is good. We'll see her some other time. I stared at the thread, then scrolled up. Mom, who barely bought herself a new shirt all year, had sent selfies in 4 different outfits, asking which would make the best impression on her future daughter-in-law. She'd also sent photos of pot roast. Ever since Kimberly mentioned she liked it, Mom had been making it over and over. It's getting better every time. She's sure to like it, she'd said. I listened once more, then replied, she really has been busy lately. Kimberly was already gone when I left the room. The medicine was neatly set out with croissants, coffee, and a note telling me not to forget breakfast. It had been a long time since she'd bought breakfast for me herself. Ever since the system appeared, it felt like meeting my needs had become a waste because my number was low. The food was stone cold. I heated it and ate anyway. At the office, I saw Gary getting out of the passenger seat of Kimberly's car with a breakfast bag so hot he kept tugging at his earlobe. Kimberly locked the car, and the two of them walked into the building together without looking my way. Around noon, Gary found me in the hallway. Hey Levi, Ms. Nickel asked me to pick out gifts for your parents for the holidays. I'm worried my taste isn't good enough. Can you take a look? He handed me his phone. At the top of his chat with Kimberly, her contact name was simply Kim, with a little heart around it. Gary scrolled through page after page of gift ideas. Kimberly's replies were casual.